So hello friends, I am Neeraj and I hope you are doing great. And okay, so let's moving on. So we have already developed our welcome screen, our home screen, and our app is running fine. And but it looks very plain actually. So with just white background and with some great color text. So what if it gives a very poor user experience? And with the app development, our main focus is on UI development, and so that our app users could have a richer user experience. And our focus is also on the providing in making our developing our app to have more interactive functionality, right? So if we land on our React Native documentation, so with app development, definitely we are more focused on the design part. So with the designing, like we have styles, and think of it, just try to think of this screen as a way in perspective of the web development. So in web development also we are having our top level window object, and similarly here also we won't dive more into the inner architecture of React Native. So don't we don't need to understand that thing, because React Native has made life much easier. So we will be focused more on this screen part, which is visible to the public, right? So think of it as that this is our screen, and this is our top level component, and inside this component, so we can provide whatever CSS styling and whatever way we have been doing into web development. So we can provide that kind of a styling to our this mobile application as well. So let's try to understand that thing in today's session. So that thing, for example, say we have a view. So by the way, this view is a component, and if you try to correlate that with HTML, so in HTML also we wrap something inside divs, right? So view is you can correlate with a div, and text as a paragraph. So whenever during our learning, so whenever each and every component that comes in hand, so definitely I will try to elaborate and explain that to you guys. So don't worry. So if we try to give let's say background color to this view component, so we can provide a styling, so like style, and here we can there are two ways actually to provide styles. One is the inline styling, and second one is through classes. So let's try to see it in action via inline styling. So it takes an object, so we can write something like background color, and with this color we can provide a HTML notation as well as alphabetic notation color. So let's go with black one and save it, and if we try to reload it, so we can see that this view is having a background color of black, but our text is not visible. So we can also provide CSS to our text so that we can read our text. So again we will go with the inline styling, and it takes a property attribute color, and we can make it white. Okay, let's save it, and now it is okay. So we are having a background color view with a white colored text. So it looks good, better. Now if we try to let's understand something more, how we can write some CSS classes, and we can use them. So what if we are having multiple text, and there are two ways actually. For example, let me select, let me delete this one. Okay, so let me delete this one and now try it, and you can see like we have applied only white color text only to one text element. But what if like if we need to apply to the same styles to other three elements as text element components as well? So we can either copy this one and we can write it and we can actually write inline CSS styling to other things as well. But there is a better way actually. We have already a style sheet component that is having a create method. So this create method is actually, with using this create method we can create our own custom CSS classes, and which we can reuse it up to the multiple components wherever we need to apply. So let's create a text class, and it's a JSON object, so we need to provide real object. So here we can provide color equals, and we will this time we will go with the HTML notation. So FFF. Let's save it, and now we will provide the styling as this style equals, and this time we are not going with the inline styling. So all the style sheet classes which we have created, that is already available inside this variable. So we can simply write something like a styles dot and our class name. So our class name was text class, so simply we can go that way, and we will copy this and we will paste it here, and we will paste it here. Now save it, and now our text is visible. So we can also increase the font size of this class as well. So font, and by the way, in HTML the CSS attribute is called font hyphen size, but in React Native or React.js actually we should go with the camel casing. So font size, and it takes a numeric parameter. So let's say go with 18. Let's see it. So yes, 18 looks good. So this way, like we can create our own custom CSS classes. We can also provide inline CSS. So definitely yes, that is okay. There is one more thing I would like you to understand is that although this looks good, but if our content gets grow, and even if it doesn't fit in our screen, so usually in web browser as well a scroll bar appears, and in mobile also a scroll bar should appear. But let us see if it appears here or not. So we will make it the last text content. Okay, let's see it. Okay, so it appears here. So let me add some more text. So here actually, although this is available inside this is available in a screen, but that is not visible to a screen. So it has gone down below, but there is no way that this is not scrollable. So how we can scroll it? So it's very easy actually. So we need to wrap this entire screen in a separate component, and before doing that, let me import that as well. Scroll view. So scroll view will make our application scrollable. Scroll view, and we will wrap this view inside this scroll view. Now save it, and right now our screen is scrollable. Okay, so scrollable, you can think of it as the top level component, and in every application during your development also, So just try to make the thing make each and every component wrapped inside scroll view. Otherwise, if the content gets larger and if it doesn't get fit in or in the first screen, so there won't be any scroll bar appear, right? So by the way, like, let me also go further and let me provide some background to the entire screen. So in order to do that, I will move this CSS from view to scroll view. Let's save it. And yes, it looks fine. And by the way, I don't need this much of dummy text, so I will get rid of them, a little one. So you can see that it looks okay. And let me also change the color. So maybe yellow should look good. Let's see. Yes, yellow looks good, but the problem here is our text is not visible. No problem, so we will make it, convert it from white to black so that it gets visible. Yes, now it looks much better. So there is one more thing, like we can also get rid of this inline styling, and we can go with styles dot text class. Okay, yes, now our application looks much better. We can also make it center aligned, no problem. So text align, and it takes center. Yes, now our text is now center aligned. So there are many things which can be done through CSS, and we can improve our UI. So in coming session, definitely we will improve it in a much richer way. So hope everything is clear up to the mark, up to the point. And in next coming session, so we will try to explore and we will try to embed some images and other things as well. We will try to make some good looking buttons and other UI enhancement stuffs, right? So till then, if you have any questions, so please do let me know, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. So till then, take care and happy coding.